There's always been a negative cloud hanging over New York City rap music, at least for the past 10 or 15 years. And that narrative is that successful artists or moguls, whatever you want to call them, don't support newer acts. They don't support that newer talent that's coming into the city and breathing new life into the culture. I'm going to read off a few names to you and I'll connect the dots for you. Okay? J. Cole, Big Sean, Rihanna, Kanye West, Vic Mensa, Grimes, Dima Lovato, DJ Khaled, T.I., Rita Ora. These are all artists who are on Jay-Z's Rock Nation. Jay-Z is, of course, a huge mogul and an influential figure in rap music and especially New York City rap music. Now, none of these artists that I have read off are New York artists. J. Cole's obviously from fucking North Carolina. Big Sean's from Detroit. And, you know, a few of these artists, this Lovetta and this Rita Ora, one of them is from Canada and the other one's from another fucking place, right? So they're not from New York City. If I can remember, there was one artist that Jay was riding with, and I think it was in the late 2000s, maybe in the mid 2000s, and it was an artist by the name of True Life. True Life was just your basic hood DVD type of dude, you know, just straight bars are just about killing people and shooting people and robbing people. But I believe he was managed by Jay-Z, or he was on the Rockefeller label, but True Life went to jail, and I think recently he came out. But his buzz is over. Jay since then hasn't supported many New York artists. For those of you who don't live in the city, you should know that when you walk out of your door, you are more than likely to listen to two artists. First is Drake, because Drake is the biggest artist right now, and rightfully so. The second is a New York artist by the name of A Boogie. A Boogie's biggest hit, I guess to this day, being My Shit. And he has another song called I'm Not a Regular Person, which, you know, they're sort of equally have the same sort of traction. But I think My Shit is melodically just a better song, and it fits him better. So that is the artist, that's the New York artist that you hear the most nowadays. There's also a new artist called Young M.A. who has, you know, a big hit called Ooh that you've heard, you know, that was basically the beat for Meek's diss, Meek and O'Milly's diss against Game, and then Game's second diss against Meek and O'Milly, and Beanie Siegel too. So those are the artists that are creating a big buzz. I don't remember in recent history a bigger new New York artist than A Boogie. In recent memory, I can't think of anybody that's developed this much of a buzz for themselves, and I don't know why it doesn't happen for New York artists. I guess A Boogie, he's young. He's very heavy on the auto-tune, which is the only thing that I could say that I don't like about him. He's the same as Drake in the sense that he speaks a lot about loyalty. He speaks a lot about his own success. He speaks a lot about women. So it's that same subject matter, but I don't know exactly what made him pop in the city that didn't make people like, I don't know, Mano not pop, because Mano had a big hit like High Haters just a few years ago. And Mano has been somebody who's spoken about the support of New York artists. I mean, it's just what New York artists talk about, because we just all want to bring it back to that point where we were on top and everybody followed our lead. But what you're seeing now is interesting. What you're seeing now is that narrative of older artists not supporting newer artists. You're seeing a current that's going against that. You're seeing mid-level artists from back in the day like Jadakiss, like Nori, like Busta Rhymes. You're seeing artists like that supporting people like A Boogie and giving them that sort of support where, you know, we've always felt that bigger moguls like Diddy that support, you know, fucking French Montana, you know, wherever he's from, you know, people outside of the city where you would have hoped that they would have given them that sort of support. So what you're seeing in New York City is very positive, and it's something that's very, very new. And if anybody ever had any desire to see a come up in New York music, it's something that's on its way, because this summer showed us that we are capable of supporting our own. We are capable of creating a new sound, because if there's anything that I can say about A Boogie, it's that he has a style and a voice that is completely his own. And if you hear him on a track that has a multiple amount of people, you'll know that it's him. So he has a distinct style, which is great. But it's moving in the right direction because we have younger artists who have their own voices and who are developing their own styles and who are being supported by those older, more respected, more decorated artists. Maybe not by the artists that we all think that they should be supported by, but it's a start, I suppose. Do any of you listen to A Boogie? Please let me know what you think in the comments section, and I will see you guys next time.